Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome to Carpool Confessions.
I'll bring my stories.
And I'll bring my friends.
Buckle up.
Step in the car where the lights are low. On Springfield streets where secrets flow. Night rides turn to truth-telling sessions. Buckle up tight for Carpool Confessions.
So, Julian, strip club wife hunt. Yes.
That's where I look for wives. I don't know about you guys.
I've always thought that.
Yeah. I pick up Julian, and he slides in the car. He's clearly excited, and he gets in, and he, again, jumps in the front seat, which I do love that because I get to have a conversation. He says, I'm headed to a strip club. And he just like announces it to me right off, you know.
He's too excited.
Yeah, he's excited. I mean,
He has to
most
tell
guys,
somebody.
they get in with a group and, you know, they talk about the strip club, but usually not solo.
By
You know,
themselves.
That's
they're
sad.
trying to slide in and out.
Wait,
but
what time is it? What time is it?
This is around, I don't know, 12:30, so it's still fairly early in the night.
Wait, how
I don't
old
know
is
what
he?
time
What's-
strip
what's
clubs
his energy
He's
like?
so he's probably, I don't know, maybe close to 30, still in his 20s. I'd
Okay.
say young but
Okay.
professional, well kept.
Yeah, what's he wearing?
He's wearing, I want to say he had on a polo and some pants.
So he's feeling a little
That's as far
fancy
as I
for
go.
the
Yeah.
the
Wife
strip club.
hunt.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
you
he's
gotta look good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta look good.
Do you think this is his first time at the strip club?
It could have been.
I think so
He seems
because
excited.
Oh, okay.
he does.
Oh, there's
and-
more.
Yeah, and he says. So I say, oh, so what brings you to Springfield? Because I'm picking him up from a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he said, oh, I've got an interview tomorrow
Oh.
at this company, and things are looking really good for it. And so, you know, I'm new to the area. I thought I'd go check things out, and why not check out the nightlife? And man, while
Sure.
I'm here,
Sure.
you know, I think
'Cause
the
that's
more I
where
get to
you go.
know Springfield, you know, this is a great place, and I think I'm ready to meet a wife.
Whoa.
I said, really?
He says, I know just where to meet one.
Just the place. I've got just the
Just
place
the
for you.
place. Yeah. And so I asked him, like, so you think your wife's at the strip club? I'm confused at this point because
Yeah.
he's like pretty sure, yeah, I'm going to go find a wife. Like, this is what he is
so
setting out to
interesting.
do.
Did he give you like a checklist of what he's wanting in his wife?
So we talked.
Or is strip club the only...
So I'm asking him, you know, I asked him, you know, do you think this is where your wife is? And he said, well, I hope not. He said,
What?
I'm really looking for someone, and he goes on about what he's looking for,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's really pretty and put together and professional, and
Right.
he lists all these qualities, and I'm like, well, man, that sounds incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you're going to find her? He said, well, I guess not the strip club.
Probably
Right.
not.
That's a probably good
Right.
conclusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might not be there. And as we're driving along, he keeps talking about where he could find a wife in Springfield. He's like, so where would you go to find a wife? I'm like, well,
What the
man,
heck?
you know, I don't know. There's 100 other places. There's like
I've
professional
actually
groups.
never thought about it.
Yeah.
I know exactly where to find one.
Please tell us.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes
And you know what?
Noble.
That's a
That's-
good call,
yes,
actually.
That's a good place to find a
call.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls like to read. Yes. Bookstores, library. There it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
If you have any,
I don't know about the library in Springfield, but continue. There's some sketch characters that hang out at the library.
There are some.
I don't go there
interesting
often.
ones.
I already
Kelsey's
have a
often
husband,
at
so.
a library, too. Speaking of sketch characters at libraries.
Okay, I'm not talking about the one on like North Springfield.
You know, I was talking about the library station. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking
That's
about
where
the
Kelsey
one
hangs out.
South
No.
Campbell. Yeah,
Yeah.
South Campbell. That one's.
You remember
nice.
when you almost jump scared somebody at the library station because you thought it was me?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then it wasn't,
somebody-
and that'd have been weird.
Somebody
Would've been
probably
weird,
thought they
yes.
were going to die. Sam from the back seat.
No, not Sam.
Sam. So sorry.
Oh, man.
Continue.
So Julian. So,
Yep.
Yes.
so he,
So where else do you find a wife? Right.
yeah, where else do you find a wife? And so he kind of stops and he goes, well, I don't know what you believe, but, you know, where I'm from in Texas, we think you got to find a wife in church.
Amen.
Does Springfield have any churches?
Say no.
None.
Plenty of strip clubs.
Actually,
Yeah.
never
There's a lot
seen
of
one.
Chinese restaurants, no churches.
And before I can answer, he's like, so I don't. Do you believe in that stuff? And I said, well, actually, I'm a minister.
I love when that casually comes up.
It does.
That's
it
my
comes up
favorite.
so often.
Yeah.
Like, what do you believe, or what do you do?
Tell me what you think, Uber.
Yes, that's right. My name, Uber. Thankfully, Julian called me by my name.
Oh, that's
How nice of him.
It was kind of him. But I told him, yeah, actually, I'm a minister, and I think that's probably one of the best places you can find a wife. And
True.
Springfield is full of churches. He said, really? This town doesn't strike me that way. And I said, well, you've only been here a few hours.
You're only
strip
been
clubs.
to the strip club. What do you
And you're
mean?
headed to one of like 3 strip clubs in town. So I'm pulling up to the strip club at this point.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, man, I shouldn't even go here. I said, well, man, I didn't mean to ruin your night, because he is
He
obviously
was
bummed.
super excited at the beginning.
He
Yeah.
was. He
you
was
rained
so
on his
pumped.
parade.
He said, no. He said, you just really like woke me up. He said, I am here for a job interview, and I want things to go well.
Good for him.
His
Yeah.
boss is at the strip club. I would have hired you right here,
Would
sir.
have been.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, how much would you charge me just to take me back to the hotel? And I was like, well, man, it's on me. I said, you're making a good choice tonight. Let's get you back.
Let's maybe
"Oh,
not look
thanks."
for our wife at the strip
Yeah.
club. I'm in support of that decision.
Yeah. So on the way back, it was this really cool spiritual conversation about how he really wants a good life moving forward with a family and to settle down, and he's really hoping for this job. And it was this cool opportunity. We got up there, and he turns to me and goes, well, you're a minister, right? Would you pray for me?
Oh, that's
Aw.
nice.
So I got a chance to pray for him,
Aw.
and then he hands me his phone number and asks for mine, and he said, man, I want to text you. When I get the job, I'm taking you to lunch.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it was so cool.
get the
So
job?
Yeah, well, you have to let
he
us know.
got out, and I have not heard from Julian.
Aw.
Julian.
So I'm assuming he has not gotten the job.
Maybe you should check.
Every ride's a new story to tape. Overnight drivers with ears on a mission. Come back next time for carpool confession.